Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. Today, a couple of Sunbelt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Appalachian State Mountaineers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Monarchs will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense will start this game off with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Old Dominion's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Monarchs will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Finding open areas. Let's talk about App State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Got room to work. Makes it past the marker. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Guys, let's chat about App State. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's Grimes. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Monarchs get it up to move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do they do?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. It's caught. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense, and possibly taking points off the scoreboard.
The Mountaineers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Using his legs, it's Calhoun. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, ODU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll snap. The 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. He's got the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Monarchs will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Floats it out in space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming out of the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Past the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
The extra point here would tie the game, and they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch down the right side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Norfolk. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Caught near the sticks, it's Walters. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Monarchs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. They feed him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Monarchs are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. Touchdown, Monarchs. And that one will give them the lead.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 27 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Going for the marker on the ground. Inside the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Here comes the heat. Might be looking to run. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Monarchs in the hurry up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tight end now in motion. QB draw. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running behind that left side. Got enough for the first down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Appstate! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for space. It's Roach. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. And they're not on the same page there.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sharp. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. Makes the catch. It's Roach. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He wants a big play here late. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that scorer ahead offensively. They're up by 13 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 28. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 39, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Roach. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. To the air. It's Carpenter. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.